can you guys talk to me about Asio Gear and how you started the concept you kind of put together for it?
Yeah. So I grew up like everybody else hunting in cotton and just when it got cold, I put on 15 layers and looked like the Michelin Man and still froze to death. And got to a point where I could do some mountain type hunting, some sheep and goat type stuff, and got introduced to the real premium apparel that was out there for hunters. And I was amazed at how it was windproof, it was waterproof, the quality was just amazing. And I got home and wanted to introduce that into the whitetail hunting, because that's always been my passion since I was really little is whitetail bow hunting. And I saw a gap between that really good premium stuff that would keep you in the stand longer, keep you warm, keep you dry. I saw a gap between that and a really good camouflage pattern that us whitetail hunters need. So that's really the gap we filled. Our pattern is really a natural ambush predator pattern. That's how we came. That's in nature. We didn't do any of this scientific stuff or digital or anything like that. We went with a natural ambush predator, and there's a reason why every ambush predator in the woods is camouflage. Whether it's an owl, whether it's a hawk, whether it's a bobcat, whether it's a mountain lion, whether it's a leopard, every natural predator has camouflage. And I think we all know, and especially Dan, would say you can kill giant deer with no camo.
Yeah.
You can sit, and I don't debate that one bit. You can absolutely do that. But I think where a good natural camouflage pattern helps is with movement. It really helps with the movement, and there's a reason in nature that predators are camouflage. So that's the gap we kind of filled between the really good premium stuff that can keep you in the stand for a really long time and a good camouflage pattern that makes sense for us bow hunters.
Gotcha. I thought, unless anybody's looked at your camouflage up close, I can tell now. You told me the story of how you came up with the pattern, I guess, and then obviously it's your guys' logo is an owl,
right?
So, do you mind sharing that?
No, okay. I don't mind at all. I literally, 2019, walking through the woods, pulling some stands, and two great horned owls got in a fight, and one of them flew in a tree. And everybody knows how those owls, when you're in the woods, they disappear. And he flew up in a tree. I walked to him, and you know how they bob their heads. I saw him, and then he flew to another tree, and he vanished again. And I said, "This is it, man." He is the quietest, most lethal tree predator in the woods, and his camo makes him disappear in any tree he goes in. And so we did a bunch of research on prey animals. We looked at the eyesight of squirrels, rabbits, kind of the natural prey of owls, and then deer eyesight. And they all have dichromatic eyesight, and they don't see like humans. And when we kind of unraveled that squirrels, rabbits, deer see the same, that natural camouflage pattern that nature created that owl to be able to hide from its prey, we wanted to add the same thing to a whitetail apparel line. So that's exactly how the camo.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's a unique way of going about it, I think. I don't, what I mean. And that's kind of like, it seems like that concept was almost went away from the industry a little bit. You know what I mean?
It has.
Because you got I know you guys don't care. Mossy Oak and Real Trade, those guys were the four founders of camo, but they kind of did that. They looked for something in the woods that, specifically looked like it would blend in, and it kind of, there's a lot of patterns that just are like random stuff now.
It's bizarre. It's been overthought.
Yeah.
It's bizarre to me, and the way these things stand out. There's some companies out there, some 800-pound gorillas, some big apparel companies that have great quality stuff, but the pattern just makes no sense for us whitetail tree stand hunters. I mean, it's a little bit. It went way off the spectrum. For me.
Yeah, and it does seem like over the past probably 15 years, that western side of the state's always kind of been hardcore, needing that, real high end stuff. And honestly, man, the whitetail stuff's getting more hardcore and more hardcore as time has passed because of guys like, Dan doing what he does and all that kind of stuff. So, no, that's cool. We won't talk about gear the whole time, everybody. We'll get into deer hunting and everything else. But you guys got options for early season to late season, as cold as can be.
Yeah, we were born out of South Carolina. You know, we do a lot of our cold weather testing in Alberta, but our season starts August 15th in South Carolina, so we got really hot weather stuff all the way to really late season stuff. And I think Rendell can speak to -30 in our bibs and jacket in Iowa. So
Yeah, I was sweating ice. It was crazy.
Yeah, sweating ice.
Yeah, it's wild.
So that was a testament we really like to, or a testimony that we'd really like to get.
Yeah, it sounds like Dan got you guys did some horse trading and he's going to get some bibs and coat for late season.
Yeah.
I mean, when we walked away from your guys' booth, and he was, he mentioned to me that, you know, he's like, oh, that seemed like nice stuff, that late season stuff, because he's hard on stuff, you know, and he's had that bibs and stuff that he wears now for a while, so it's starting to fall apart on him. So he was excited about it. He didn't say that about, like, Dan is pretty, you know, I don't know how the best way to put it is, but he's not gonna give you praise unless he really thinks it. So
that's good to hear, and he's going to put our lifetime warranty to the test.
Yeah,
I'm certain of that.
That's another good, probably something to bring up, is you guys have a lifetime warranty on all your gear. So what's that what's that mean?
It means exactly that. It's no funny business. If 5 years down the road you got a pair of our bibs and you're climbing a barbed wire fence and it's your fault and you rip the pant seam out, we either replace it or repair it. We stand behind it. It's expensive stuff.
Yeah.
But we want it to last for guys, and you know, we want them to be happy with their product. So yeah, it covers it. We had a guy that he stored his stuff. A mouse got into it and gnawed the inside lining of his coat out to make a nest, and we replaced it. So yeah, a lifetime warranty means exactly that.
Yeah, that's awesome. You'll really stand behind it then.
Yep.
Yeah, and something I noticed about it I just wanted to comment on is it's super quiet. All your garments are it seems like. And I got some stuff from one of your competitors, and one pair of pants they sent me, I was like, I can't hunt in this, you know. I'm like, I haven't worn them to this day. I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
You know, they're loud. So that was something I appreciated as I was looking through it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, bow hunting is our passion. It has been really since I was 16, and the whole team. You know, that's what we do. And obviously, you know, first is the quality, being able to keep you in the stand. But secondly is the quiet factor. I mean, it has to be quiet or it doesn't work. Especially when it gets really, really cold and still.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of those windproof and waterproof liners, when they freeze, they crinkle like a paper bag. You know, and you know, we spent a ton of time researching those different membranes and testing them and finding one that when it froze, it wouldn't do that. You know, that it would stay quiet. And then our outer fabric is a brush bonded fleece, and it is really quiet.
Gotcha. All right. If you guys want to check out Asio Gear, it's in the description of this video and down in the podcast notes too. So
thank you.
Put that down there. No problem.
Appreciate
thanks for coming on. If you want to watch more videos, there's options here and here. And if you want to subscribe, you can just click right here.